Hi there, very good evening. It is the Everton News Daily. Lots of news to get through right now. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into it. Nathan Patterson has returned to full training at Finch Farm today. He has posted pictures of him training at Finch Farm, him and Jared Branthwaite. So big positive news that the return of Nathan Patterson is back after a long training today, after a long injury. So Nathan has himself been posting on his Twitter today that he is back. So I made up that he's back. And also Jared Branthwaite is also back. Jared has also been posting as well, if you can see here. So the return of him also. So that's big positive news. And also Everton have changed their fixtures against Man United at Old Trafford, and that'll be played on Sunday the 1st of December instead of Saturday the 30th of November. That's been moved to a Sunday at 1:30. Also that John Textors has also done an interview this week with Sky Sports, so I'll play that in a minute. But also I want to share this with you, that John Textors is set for a new hype jackpot ahead of the Everton takeover complete. John Textors is set for a 200 million payout for selling his shares at Crystal Palace. He pushes for an Everton takeover. So again, that's going to be another big one for Textors and for Everton Football Club itself. And this is what John Textors said on the Sky Sports this week. So let's see what the new Everton owner has to say. So here is John Textors. Let's see what he has to say.
This program is brought to you by EA.
So let's see.
Sports FC 25.
We have two that have made what we believe are good qualifying bids. And we also still have the possibility that our partners may want it. They love the club, as much as I do. And we are now down at the final, week or two of, believing we know who the buyer is going to be. And the contract I have with Farhad, gives us a lot of time for that. There's a long stop date of like November 30th that was set to make sure that, we can, God forbid we can't complete it by then. And I do believe we can complete it before then. The documents I'm going to have with Farhad are complete closing documents, subject only to the Premier League approval. But you got to be ready by the next transfer window, because this is a time to leap forward up the table from wherever they are. And, my challenge is making sure I get in early enough to really deal with that. The opportunity to step into these situations, that you're only a caretaker. You see these documentaries of the great history of these clubs and people that have gone before you. You're never going to rise to their level, in the eyes of, the community of these clubs. Because if you get into football and you really decide you want to make it your life, and then somebody comes along and says, can you be the owner of Everton?
So that is, of course, John Textor's interview with Sky Sports and the media that was published yesterday. Let's see what Sean Dyche has to say in his press conference, what he had this week. So is Everton manager Sean Dyche on his press conference yesterday after the response of John Textor's comments. Dyche was also asked by the media on his future at the football club, and here is what the manager said.
John Textor questioning his coaching ability.
Textor is in discussions with majority shareholder Farhad Mashiri over a deal to buy the club. And in an exclusive interview with Sky Sports News, Textor hypothesised whether Dyche could coach different kinds of players, such as those in the Brazilian club Botafogo, which Textor also owns.
Well, I don't know about the resolution. Obviously, that's for upstairs at the club, the bigger picture, the financial side of the club. Regarding the comments, I mean, look, if you're a prospective owner and you are going to comment, you're probably going to ask certain questions, and that's the way it goes. Finding out about what you're prospectively going to buy, or getting a feel, or giving a feel, as the case may be.
He also spoke about the respect he has for what you've achieved in your management career, but he also said that he wants to sit down with you and ask, do you like Botafogo forwards, Jesus or Enrique? Do you have an ambition to coach that sort of profile? Do you have a system that would work for a squad that is optimized from the best players in the world? If you know, are you likely to speak to John Textor? And if he gets the opportunity to ask you those questions, what would your response be?
Well, I haven't had the chance. I don't think the deal's to that position. And I think it's one of them, like I say, if you're a prospective owner of a club, you probably would want to build a relationship or certainly know the manager's thoughts in any situation. So I don't think that's necessarily about